Shabba dabba pow. Slap a cookies out. Slap a cookies out. Smack a diggy bag out. Never never down. Never never nap wank down. Back a diggy down. Shubba lippy loud bow wow. Zibba dabba dabba bow. Everybody wanna see just how SGB me and every time I be busting out. Maybe those are words, maybe I'm absurd. Maybe the word of the day is hey, let's just all play? Yeah, I think play is better. Everybody wants to get wetter. I guess if you're in a desert, then you would be better off to get dessert. Desert. My brain hurts. Shabba dabba 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 scabba dabba scooby dooby dabby everybody everybody 3 minutes SG you own 3 minutes SG you're on I say you're on I play every day you're on I say every day every day is now. Yes sir, the show is now. Minuete is not a word, but I don't care. Everybody wanna just ride on a fly, wanna see me, everybody bundle by when I die. Everybody wanna just ride on the Zaza, see me, everybody bundle by when I die. Everybody wanna just ride when I'm live, when I'm in the mood, when I'm ride when I die. Everybody wanna, 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 everybody wanna. I think I'm practicing. Am I? When not. Okay, maybe not. Okay, that's good. Why is? I don't appreciate that. Red is a bad color. Well, red's not a bad color, but okay. But my bit rate's right. I put my bit rate down a little bit because I was scared. It says it's unstable though. Huh. That's weird. It shouldn't be unstable. But whatever. Twitch be tripping. 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 What's up, y'all? My camera's not on. I'll fix it. Oh, you know what else I didn't do? I didn't put my green screen down. Oh no, my green screen. You see my background. It's very unprofessional. I guess I must fix that. Y'all wanna see the magic? Y'all want to see the magic happen? Hold on. Let me get it. Don't laugh if I fall off. Y'all gonna see my booty for a second though. Y'all wanna see that? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Oh, I gotta turn on the light. Oh, there they go. Oh, I move. You know, sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Almond Joy, never cared for him. Don't ask me why. Can y'all hear me? I'm over here yelling. Did that work? Not really, did it? Kinda, sorta. Sure, it's like it's about magic. It's about wonder. What up, y'all? It's R9cast, Fish Blodgers, Congo, should I say that clearer or something? More clearly? This is the R9cast. I am Stephen D. Gibson. Stephen D. Gibson. Stephen Curry Gibson. Stephen D. Gibson, a.k.a. Electron Bandit, a.k.a. Short Guy, a.k.a. SG. If you want to go to electronbandit.com, that's where all my links are for all my other stuff. So you can go there. I'm working on stuff. I'm working on a music video for myself, because I've been doing videos for other people for years. I did one other stupid parody music video that I probably want to just nuke from the internet, but it's still up there. But who cares? And I didn't like it because the song was garbage. But whatever. But this song I'm doing is original, written by me, music by me, video in my mind by me. Haven't done that part yet because I'm trying to lock down the music part. You know what I'm saying? So it's 9/27 now. It's September 27th now. And what I'm finna gonna do is lock it down when the music is like, baby, like that. When the music's like that, then I'm gonna be like, all right, because I got one shot. I got the first shot already in my brain. I got it. I had Bridget. I was like, yo, Bridget, I need some materials. I need some materials, girl. And she's like, what you need, baby? I was like, oh, I need blank, because I ain't spoiling nothing. And she got it today. I was like, yeah, boy. So that's gonna be a cool shot, but it's gonna suck because the setup is crazy, and the cleanup's gonna be crazy, and it's gonna be very uncomfortable for me because me. And I gotta get some other stuff too. Trying to figure out how to do this. I'm gonna have to build some sets in Blender, definitely. But it's really going to be abstract and stuff. It's really about colors and stuff. It's like, you know what it kind of reminds me of? I just saw a video with Busta Rhymes and some other dude. I can't remember who it was. And I was like, oh, Busta's busting out his clothes. He's like, you know how Busta be. But anyway, it's kind of like that. It's not new. I'm not doing nothing new. I ain't doing nothing new. But for me, it's new because I've never done anything like this before as far as what I'm trying to do. But it's not, I'm trying to figure out how to convey the message of the vision of the video that I have as far as the video itself in the least amount of resistance. Those are the correct words. Because I'm like, okay, I could do it this way, I do it that way, I do it. Part CG, of course, gonna be some CG. What do I have to get? What practical elements do I have to get? So I'm trying to calculate all those things in my head. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. I know the first shot I can do practically. Probably gonna have to do a background replacement on it or something, but I can do that one. That's fine. Is it really the most important? One of the most important parts of this is getting the lighting, the practical lighting right. I mean, that's always a given, but this will be a specific stylized type of look that I'm going for, and it needs to convey a certain emotion, and it is a Halloween song and video, you know, so it's one of those. I didn't mean to sound like that, but anyway, it doesn't matter. How you guys doing? I appreciate anybody and everybody who dares to click on the link that I put wherever. And Facebook. I was like blah 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 blah. Oh, Facebook. I forgot about y'all. Where am I? I'm here. I am here. I'm here. I'm here. Sorry. But yeah, so I've been working on that. It's pretty dope. Like what? Okay, here's the thing, right? I know sometimes creatives. I'm talking to all you creative people out there, and usually a lot of people are creative, even though you might not think you are. And if you're a writer, illustrator, artist of any kind. Sometimes you have days of blockedness, of constipation, if you will. I wouldn't consider that I wouldn't consider that something that you should be like, oh man, I can't. What's up, legend? I'm glad you made it through. Hopefully everything's going good with you over in the Isles, in Hawaii, over there, the 50th state, right? I think Hawaii was the last one. I don't even history. Who needs it? I need it, but who really needs it? I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying to organize my window here. I'll put you there. Nobody's ever on YouTube. I'll put it here, but nobody's really ever on YouTube. Or whatchamacallit, the other one. I can't. Words, what are they? Who cares? But yeah, I hope you and your fam is good. Appreciate the meat pics. Okay, that sounded bad, but you know what I'm saying, legend. You know what I'm saying. You got me. I got you. I appreciate. Yes, I'm gonna talk about some stuff. I mean, okay. Let me, before I forget, the tangential nature of my brain dictates that I will start talking about something, forget about it, go on something else, tangent, and forget the first part, the first thing I was talking about originally. Anyway, sometimes you get writer's block, artist block, painter's block, whatever block. And I used to do that. I used to get that as an artist. That's what happens. And it's like, oh man, I can't draw, and you get disappointed or whatever. What I found out in my years of being an old man, that sometimes, I would say this for generally speaking, sometimes you just got to push through the block. But what I've been doing is, instead of like, oh man, it's not happening, I'm not inspired, because some people need a muse, some people need to be inspired in order to actually work. Some need to do a little, you know what I'm saying? Which is fine. I mean, whatever you need to do. I generally don't. Okay, I don't do that. I've never puff gave and been artistic. If I puff, I'm just sitting in a chair, looking at space, looking at the twinkle stars in my eyeballs. You know what I mean? And so the thing is, for me, this is just for me, what I've found is that I'll sit down and I'll be not inspired at all, but I'm like, I need to do something. And the way that I look at it now is that even if I get the smallest amount of progress in any particular project, that's a plus. That's yeah, I did something. At least I progressed in the positive forward moving momentum, instead of just not doing anything and kicking rocks and feeling sorry for myself. I'm like, all right, I mean, I ain't get a lot done, but I got something done. And so that's what I've been doing. So like, I'll throw on the track that I'm working on, right? And I'll listen to it for like an hour and sit here and listen to it. And I'll try something and I'm like, oh, that didn't work. I'll spend a half an hour on something and listen to it. And like, that's hot garbage. Delete it. And okay, sure. But then I'll do something like, oh, boom. So I did some stuff yesterday, right? And I put it on today. I didn't do anything to it today. I don't think I did. But I listened to it. I was like, oh, okay, that stuff yesterday wasn't bad. Because when I was doing it yesterday, you know, I'm doing it, and I'm listening to it back right away. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. So now you got to let your brain and your ears kind of reset, drain it, just cleanse the palate, right? Come back the next day, listen to it fresh. And I'm like, okay, that's good. Moving on. You know what I mean? So that's how I approach as far as artists block. I just keep hitting it, you know, ching 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 ching, slowly but surely. Like for instance, I'll pull this up real quick. Video's frozen? Oh, it is frozen. It is. Let me. Oh no, that's on Twitch. Let me see something here on Twitch. What the hell's going on? Okay, let me change my settings back, I guess, because why is it unstable? I don't understand. All right, I'm gonna put it back to. I had it. I changed my my output, my stream output to 2000, a bit rate. So whatever. I'll put it back to 1700. That's what I had before. So stupid. I don't get it. Because I got super fast internet now, so I don't know. I guess maybe it's Restream. Restream be tripping. But thanks. I appreciate it, Opti. Type something else in chat because I refreshed the page. Sorry. I don't know if it looks like it's frozen again, too. It's frozen on YouTube, too. Gosh darn it. What's going on here? Oh, boy. Huh. Yeah, it is freezing up. That's weird. But anyway, can you hear me? I mean, if you can hear me, that's better than not. But if you can't, I don't know why my... Let me do a speed test real quick. I'm going to do a speed test while I'm streaming. Let's see how that works. I'm not gonna show you guys my speed test. Okay, it's all right. 40 down. I keep freezing, Kaijudo? All right, cool, thanks. It is Restream. I'm gonna have to go to Restream. Yeah, because my upload is good enough. All right, because I gotta update. Come on, Opti, be nice. I gotta upgrade on my whatchamacallit. It's pretty dope. All right, so stupid Restream. I mean, Restream's the best. I mean, it's not really the best, but you know. Can I find the window that? Okay, here's over here. I'm about to sing the song. I can't do it. I can't sing the song. All right, let's see what's going on over here. Restream. Why is Restream re? All right, I changed that. Don't need to set that up. Blah blah blah. It says 1080p 60 frames. Basically what the PS5 does. Ah, boom! You like that one, didn't you? Oh, sorry, just messing with you. Is there any way to no, I keep looking at the wrong one. Upload of recordings. No, what's this one? Come on, you son of a. What's that? Referral programs? What's this one? Oh, settings. Let's see what that does. Streaming set? No, I don't need this. No, that's all set up. Run the nearest. I already did the speed. Okay, I don't know. It has to be Restream. Restream is messing up. So you hear me though? Okay, that's good. That's good. I mean, all you really do need to do is to hear me. I'm gonna have to address that another time. Just think of it as a vocal podcast that has still frames occasionally. But I appreciate the input, guys. Thank you. I have to go and smack up some Restream later. I mean, I love you, Restream. Thank you. Hello, Ayana. How you doing? Hope you're feeling good and stuff. I heard things. But I know someone who had the same thing. I'll just keep it nebulous so nobody knows. And it's his resolved itself basically. So no worries. Don't sweat the technique. I don't know. Anyway, back to artist block, writer's block of any kind. Massage it. Keep it going. Keep it moving. Don't stop. Won't stop. Can't stop. Don't stop. Pete Diddy said some stuff. I don't know. Whatever. Bottom line is, I was gonna bring this up real quick. Let me explain. I mean, it's not a good example, but let me explain. And I have to move this over because my little Facebook chat is all small. This is Blender. Okay, I wish that I had the right page on. Oops. No. Boom. There we go. Okay, it's not. Is it loading? Is my computer destroying, melting? Maybe, possibly. So I'm building a Razor Crest, which is for the Mandalorian song that I'm gonna do also for October. So I have 2 songs and videos to do for next month, for the end of next month, because I got Halloween and I got October 30th. Is when the Mandalorian season 2 starts. So I want to have this out before then. But not exactly totally before then, but maybe a day, maybe the 29th. You know what I'm saying? That'd be dope. Like, drop it, be like, bam! And I drop my Halloween. Actually, I got to figure out the timing on those. But I definitely want them both done by the 20th. I would say the 15th for the Halloween song and the 20th for Mando. Excuse me. But anyway, so I started off with something not even this. This is the second version that I had, right? I was like, it's all right. It's okay. Like I said, you probably can't see it, but whatever. I'll just be quick with this. And this is the one that I restarted another model over here, and it's like blah, 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 and it looks way better, and I just gotta do all details and stuff. But anyway, we're gonna talk about Sony. Why? Because we talk about them. We're gonna talk about what are they called? The Bethesda acquisition. We talked about that last week, but let me see something here. Yeah, it's definitely Restream. Man, that sucks. I don't get it. Anyway, so the whole thing, Microsoft bought ZeniMax, publisher of all the good games, whatever, blah blah blah. I've been hearing a lot of I don't want to say credible people in the industry. I would say known personalities of certain ilk, whatever, in the industry. And they've been saying, not everyone, but a few have been saying that Microsoft should not hold the Bethesda catalog as exclusive content for the Xbox going forward. Meaning the games that are part of franchises that are loved, beloved, and known to be multi-plat. Meaning Skyrims, Elder Scrolls, Fallouts, whatever else, Doom, all those things, right? And so they're saying, oh, why are you gonna have them exclusives? They're leaving money on the table. Oh, they do it with Minecraft, and I'm like, oh my god, y'all don't. I mean, you guys are in the industry. I'm not in the industry. I'm a mother flower mailman. I deliver the mail. I'm gonna deliver your ballots this now, because you should be doing it now. So put it in the mail so we could do things. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, why? I thought, look, you wrote Rogue One, person I won't name. Why are you saying these foolish things? I know you're kind of controversial, maybe, sometimes, but I was like, no. Okay, so I disagree with you. Even though you were in Gears 5 person. I disagree with y'all. But then they do the caveat, oh yeah, well, they have money, capitalism. I'm like, oh, man, I wish there was a technology that one could reach through the internet and smack a fool. About to say a word. But I was like, Microsoft bought them for $7.5 million, not 7.4. I don't know why this person who was in Gears 5 keeps saying 7.4. And I'm like, everybody else saying something. Does she know something that we don't? Did they round it up and she's just not into rounding up or something? I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. So I'm like, whatever. You could say 7.4, close enough. Although she did have a dyslexic moment in one of her videos and said 4.7, but I knew what she was talking about. I knew she meant 7.4. It's all good. Okay, Judo says, Bethesda is trash now. They always been secret Xbox fanboys and girls. I won't buy new Skyrim. Bonds says, hey, Bonds, how are ya? Appreciate ya dropping by. Fallout 76 was trash. And did I play that? I think there was a demo. It's over what? Wait, what? What's over? No. My the stream is messing up. It's the video component of it is just not playing good. I don't understand it. Can't explain it. I don't know. I had it has to be a restream anyway. Because you says let them make those games exclusives. Not buying any of their stuff. It's a wrap. Okay, that's fine. You could do that. The thing is, I just saw the leaked screenshots of Starfield. And I was like, oh, that's what Starfield looked like. And it was like, this was like early, like 2018 shots. And I was like, oh, it got my mind. I was like, okay, when I think about Bethesda and I think about like Skyrim was their best, right? I started rocking with Bethesda when I played Oblivion, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. It's open world, and you go in the gates. Hindsight, it's all right. It's not the best. The gates were kind of annoying at a point. I was like, okay, I'm done with these gates. Come on, son. But Skyrim was kind of cool. Like the dragons and Vusro die and all that stuff. I was like, oh, this is dope, right? It was janky as hell, but still, it's better. They kept getting better, right? Fallout, never been a fan of Fallout. I don't like the aesthetic. I don't like the nothing about it. I like the Outer Worlds better than I like Fallout. And the Outer Worlds is like pushing it. It's like, okay, you kind of got a little bit of Fallout seasoning on there, and I don't appreciate that, but I'm just saying. But it's still better because it just, the character models look better, voice acting's better. That's the one thing. The faces on the Bethesda games, hot garbage. That's the one thing I couldn't get past. I was like, yo, why y'all characters so ugly? I'm talking to this lady. I mean, if you're an orc, all right, you're ugly. If you're a lizard person, fine. But, nah, you a regular human. If you're a regular human and you look like what? Like a Skyrim horse with horse armor just kicked you in the face, and you trying to talk to me, talk about blah, 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 and it's like the same voice over and over. I'm like, no. And those are the worst parts of it. I was like, I gotta talk to this ugly ass avatar NPC person. But then, of course, the PC version is like, yo, boom, super mods. And I'm looking at some of these mods. I'm like, I never played them. I just like watched some videos. I was like, yo, Skyrim looking all nice. They fixed the faces and everything, man. It's crazy. So I was like, all right, I see where Skyrim. I see where their lane is. Their lane is, let's make a janky ass game and let the community just do whatever they want to it, basically. And I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with that. The cool thing about Xbox is that, the company is trash. Okay. Well, the games are trash too. So I'll say Fallout and their faces are trash. The company, from the Fallout 76 stuff, yeah. But the mod community, the cool thing about Xbox is that they allow the PC mods. Because I had Fallout 4. And I was like, oh, it was free on Game Pass or something. I was like, oh, let me check it out. I put it on. I was like, oh, let me download something. You could go in and download the mods. They link them to, I think, the PC stuff. I was like, oh, okay. So I did invincibility and a jetpack. And I was like, hey, this is cool. Of course, the Xbox One wasn't having it. I was like, no, I can't do this. So I was like, okay. But it's like cool because you can have mods. Like on the PlayStation 4, no mods. Okay, let me say this correctly. There are mods on the PlayStation 4, right? But they're only mods that exist with assets from the game. Does that make sense? Their mods suck. Let me say it the real way. Their mods suck. PlayStation sucks because their mods are hot garbage. I was like, wait a second. No Randy Macho Man Savage. Okay, fair enough. I don't think it was on the Xbox version either. Oh, I didn't see it. But there's a whole bunch of mods on the Xbox. PlayStation's like, it's some crazy caveat. It's like, oh, this is the ghetto mod section. You can only, turn yourself into a horse or something. Because it's in the game already. So we're just going to, I'm like, what? Huh? It's dumb. It was dumb. I was like, yeah, okay, that's the garbage version. Not going to play that ever anyway. So whatever. Anyway, back to these mother flowers talking about, oh, why would Xbox do that? They're leaving money on the table. I'm like, these fools just paid $7.5 billion cash. Why do you think this has been a story? It was on like freaking Bloomberg and all these like non-video game news channels story things. I was like, well, oh, they must have did something real. Oh yeah, 7.5 billion cash would do it to make people talk about it. It was very calculated. Legend says, I think Microsoft paid too much. I don't see how they can possibly make their money back on this deal. That's another thing I wanted to bring up. People keep using that argument of, oh, they're going to put it on PlayStation. They're going to put these games on PlayStation not have them exclusives because they need to make their money back. And my thing, I will say I disagree. That's foolish. And this is why. Their goal is not to make their money back quickly. This is a long play. Microsoft has been in the business for a while. And the way that they approach the business, well, as far as what Phil Spencer is doing right now, is it is the long play. Why do you think they screwed up at the beginning of this gen, right? They weren't trying to turn it around real quick. I mean, they tried kind of, sort of, but they were like, okay, we need to make some moves. We lost this generation. Day one, we lost. So let's do what we need to do so that when we come out again, it's like boo, bam, ba-dam, bam, right? And that's what they did. They fixed the hardware. They fixed, they built up the cloud stuff. They were talking about cloud this and cloud that. And guess what? It's cloud this and cloud that. Now, I played, what did I play? I played Grounded and I played Battletoads. I think I played and I played Forza 4 on my phone. In my living room, on my phone with an Xbox controller. xCloud. My Xbox was not on. I was playing through the cloud. I was like, oh snap, we in the future right now. There was a little bit of latency. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna cap. I'm not capping for nobody. But I have gotten a taste of the cloudness. And I was like, okay, it looks really good. You know how when you watch a YouTube video like this one that's freezing right now, and it's hot garbage, and you're like, ew, that's garbage. Ew. Why does it look so ugly? Ew. Right? It's all pixelated and blocky, compressed the hell. It wasn't that. It was like, because I have a 5.7 inch screen or whatever. It's not the biggest phone, but it's not a tiny phone. It's a phone, regular phone. I was like, damn, this looks good on this phone through the cloud. I was like, it's crazy. Back to the getting their money back. So they paid cash. They don't have to pay anyone, but they didn't get a loan from bank, blah, 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 in order to buy this. They're like, yo, how much we got in the bank? Here you go. Fat stacks, Phil. Like, thanks, Nadia. Sadad, Nutella, Sadad, what's his name? Sadia? Sasa? I don't know what their little nicknames is. Philly Phil, yo, Sasa, what's up? And yo, boom. They pay the cash. They have the cash. They pay the cash. They don't have to worry about, oh, we got to pay it back because interest. And no. They had money and they had some change in the back and the couch cushions. And they're like, all right, there you go. Just buy it. Just buy it. And so, some people are like, yo, they have to put it on PlayStation because why would you ignore 100+ million consoles? And I'm like, first of all, Elder Scrolls 6, it's not going to be on PlayStation 4. Okay, that's next gen. That's a next gen title. Next gen. We talking about Starfield, next gen title, right? I mean, you know what? They could be like, yeah, we're going to do. I don't think so. I think it's too far back. I think it's too far in the future that why would they do that? You know? I mean, if they want to have more, but they don't need to do that because they have Game Pass. So they could, in theory, Microsoft could make a last-gen version of these games in order to be accessible through Game Pass, because right now, I think all the servers are Xbox One S's on the Game Pass cloud service. That's what they're using. Okay, Judo says, Bethesda showed they were Xbox fans when they cut a promo with Microsoft about 4 E3s ago. FM. Micro want those Skyrim fans. Oh yeah, they've always been Bethesda's always been on the side of, they've always favored Microsoft, I'll put it that way. And and it's for good reason, because they started on PC. They were closely connected to PC gaming, and I would say, I mean, that's a little bit of a stretch, but I would say they're closer to Microsoft than they would be with Sony, because Sony is just PlayStation, right? What was the first game that came out for a console from Bethesda? Morrowind for the original Xbox. So, you know, if you think about it, well, I'd say Elder Scrolls game. I don't know if that was the first Bethesda game. I'm not too sure if that was the first console game, but, you know, that's how far their relationship goes back. So there is history there. So, you know, that's something you got to, you know, take into account. But I do not appreciate the way that Bethesda handled the Fallout 76 stuff. So that's a big, black eye. Black eye. I've been playing remote play for years, bro. I'm not talking about remote play. I'm talking about cloud gaming. That's totally remote play and cloud gaming are a little, because remote play is like you have your PlayStation on and you can play it through the internet, and that's fine. That's a way to play, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about I wasn't using my Xbox to play my Xbox games. My save in Forza and Grounded came up, and I wasn't playing on my Xbox. So that's the difference. I know that Sony has they have PS Now, but I don't know if they have that on just straight through the cloud. I think it's still through like PS Now. You have to the games that you stream, you have to play on your PlayStation 4, I believe. Steam Link app don't need xCloud. Steam Link. Well, it's a different service. Because Steam Link is the Steam streaming, and xCloud is xCloud. It's Xboxes in the cloud, and Steam Link is you're still streaming from your computer, right? So I mean, it's a little bit of a difference. I'm not saying it's a totally big giant, but it kind of is, because say if you go on vacation for 2 months, just throwing out numbers, 2 months you're not home. Are you going to leave your PlayStation and or computer with Steam on for 2 months straight? No, you're not. That's crazy. Why would you do that? You're just burning electricity. So, you know what I'm saying? You got Game Pass and you got a phone and a controller. All you need is your phone, and all you need is a controller and an internet connection, and you're good to go. I haven't tried it outside. I'm gonna try it now. I got my controller. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna go. I gotta find a place with Wi-Fi, because I don't think my 4G will handle it. I think it needs to be like 5G or up or something. I'm not too sure. I didn't do it on cellular. I don't know if that's something that it actually works. But going back to tangents again, I'm starting to lose it. Bond says, "Okay, I'm here. I have this to say after seeing this week's news." Okay, say it. And while you type, I'll say this. The fact that all these gamers, PlayStation gamers in particular, are upset at the possibility that their beloved franchises, Bethesda franchises, I mean, you got Doom, you got Wolfenstein. There's so many more than just Skyrim and Fallout, that they could be possibly exclusives, or more specifically, not on PlayStation. They're not exclusive per se, but they're not on PlayStation, and probably the Switch too. I mean, I would say this, that the Switch probably has a better chance of getting these games before PlayStation. That's what I would say. But hey, regardless, PlayStation and Switch not getting it. Everybody else get it, except for Stadia and Luna. That's the new Amazon joint, Luna. I haven't even looked into Luna, so I think I saw a picture of the controller. I was like, oh, it's a controller. It looks like every other controller. It's like, okay. But I haven't looked into it, so. But maybe next week we'll talk about Luna. But the fact that people think it's unfair, people are crying about it. All the ponies are crying. Pony tears are falling everywhere. I'm like, oh man, why are they gonna do that? And they're trying to bring up these arguments. Oh, they did it with Minecraft, or I thought they said this is not whatchamacallit. It's not consumer friendly to do. And I'm like, y'all are a bunch of hypocrites. I swear. And then I'ma say it straight. Alana Pierce, she said this. Oh, this is different. This is not like when they bought Ninja Theory. Or the other. It's just not like when Sony bought Insomniac. This is different, because all these games, these franchises, people have loved on all the multi-plat systems. I'm like, huh? What? Huh? Do you? Okay. No, that's not how That's not how this works. You know that she knows that this is not how this works. And I have a feeling. I have a feeling that she's trying to not piss off one segment of her potential audience or her audience, meaning Pony's PlayStation people. If she says, yeah, it'll be exclusive, who cares? If you want to play, go buy an Xbox. Go get some go get some Game Pass, years or whatever. And so I was like, yeah, she could say that, but then she would get a whole bunch of hate and people that hate her and all that stuff. Kaijito says PS4 has cloud save. Xbox has cloud save. PS4's cloud save is hot garbage, man. I've seen horror stories about that. It's like, oh, you got to do this and then you got to select it. It's not like automatic. It does, like, if you put on a game on Xbox, right, and you go to another Xbox or you do it on cloud stuff, whatever game, you'd be like, load, like, continue, load whatever save, whatever, sometimes it's, or if it's just like a one save type of game, it'll say, oh, we got to sync with the cloud, zip, zoop, zoop, boom. Let's go. That's it. You don't have to like, oh, wait, which one is it again? And blah, blah, blah. I heard the horror stories about, I know it's going to be better now because they're on Azure, but Legend says, I don't see the difference between playing from the cloud and playing from my system at home. I mean, there is a difference, but I understand experientially, I don't know if I said that word right, but the experience is pretty much the same, but there is a difference though. You can turn on your PlayStation remotely. Yeah, you can do that with Xbox. It's the same thing. So I was like, okay, I'm starting not to like the show no more because y'all are just acting. I mean, it's not even about like fanboyism. I like Xbox. I have my reasons, Sega. But I'm listening to y'all, peoples, not y'all, not my friends here tonight, but these, influencers or whatever the hell they are. And I'm like, there has to be another motive for them saying these things because I understand what they're saying. I understand how someone could think that. But 7.5 billion, it's a lot of money. Microsoft's goal is not to buy all the games and get a little piece of every game sold, although that's not a bad strategy. Their goal is to get all the subs. They want all the subs on Game Pass. The bottom line for Microsoft is Game Pass. That's it. That's all. That's it and that's all. Don't think about nothing else. Don't think about exclusive content. Don't think about Microsoft is like, yo, Game Pass. That is our golden goose, son. That is the goose that lays the golden eggs, baby. We got to feed that goose the most nutritious grains and insects or whatever the hell gooses eat. Geese. We got to feed them the good stuff so that all those juicy eggs come out. Them juicy golden exclusives. Come on, son. How are you going to get people who are like, yo, I'm getting a PlayStation 5. I don't know about the Xbox maybe. And then Oblivion 12. You know what I'm saying? Fallout 29. Doom 62 is on Game Pass and Xbox exclusive and PC. Of course, PC. So, how's that Pony going to play the game that they love? How they going to play Doomslayer dude again? How they going to play him again? How? Game Pass, baby. Or you get a cheap little $300 Xbox. Whatever's clever. They are going to make exclusive all day long. And here's the thing. So, Elder Scrolls Online, it's already multi-plat. They're not taking multi-plats away. Anything that's already multi-plat or in contract, under contract, they're not changing anything. But stuff that isn't already contracted to be multi-plat, or that's not even, they're not even there yet as far as games. They don't, like Starfield, like Elder Scrolls 6, like Fallout 5. Those are going to be exclusives. If y'all think that they aren't, you think that Microsoft is going to throw Sony a bone after what Sony pulled this generation? Are you crazy? Why do you think Microsoft bought ZeniMax in the first place? Y'all were crying, oh, Xbox got no games. Oh, we ain't got no games? All right. Boom, domino, motherflower. Whole table shake. You'd be like, oh, yo, I've been hearing people say that this news that they bought ZeniMax for Bethesda is that this is like the biggest gaming news in recent history. I'm trying to think back, like, what was the biggest one after this? I don't know what is the biggest one. The Blizzard, Activision buying Blizzard, probably, right? I think that might have been it. Activision buying Blizzard, like, oh damn. But this is still bigger than that. I think past that, when Sega, it was a sad day, but when Sega got out the console market, that was big giant news too. In the negative way, when we're losing hardware manufacturing, it was hurting it was a blow to the industry for a couple seconds there. Kaijudo says, I'm a pony that's laughing, not crying. You're not a pony, Kaijudo. I wouldn't consider you a pony. I think you have a little too much common sense to be a pony. You may prefer PlayStation. I don't consider someone who prefers PlayStation a pony. Ponies are special people. Ponies are special people who hate with a passion, with like, why do you care so much? They just hate Xbox, and they have their reasons. And they're crying tears of sadness right now. And I'm like smiling and laughing, and I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna say I told you so, because I had no idea this was gonna happen. I mean, I already knew, like, going into this generation before the announcement of the Bethesda stuff, that Microsoft is doing things like, I think they're on the right track. Yeah, this Game Pass thing is kind of cool, and then they're like, boom, Megaton. Yeah, we got Bethesda, Doom, we got all that stuff now. It's ours. I was like, what? Oh snap! And everybody in the internet was like, oh snap! And all the ponies started crying. Some of them was like, yep, I guess I'm going back to Xbox, and they went AWOL. And I'm like, whoa. Bond says, seeing the prices and such, the extra dollars for the hard drive. Oh, the SSD. Hey, we can talk about that a little bit. But all of the flippity floppers, all those ponies that want to come back. Now, some ponies they're standing strong. They are not moving. They're like, yo, we are gonna stay ponies for life. And I was like, oh, okay. So let's step back a little bit, right? Let's step back and let's look at Xbox, PlayStation. Why buy them? Now, if you are a RPG head, like I kind of am, I'll sit down and play an RPG. JRPGs, I fell out because they got a little ridiculous, and I'm gonna be honest. There's something about Japanese games that there's a bit of a clunk to them. Not like that Bethesda clunk. There's a different flavor of clunk, and I'm like, all right, some of it is cool. I ain't gonna lie, but some of it is like, it's like some of the voice acting is like, well, they've gotten better, yes, but it's like, I'm a rock Phantasy Star Online Next Genesis, whatever it's called, that new one that's coming out, the remastered Phantasy Star Online 2. But the faces, I saw the dude's face. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with Homeboy's face? It's all scrunched up and stuff. I was like, okay, that's crazy. Let me go back here. I'm gonna put this back to that. And so, but Xbox is the home of the Western RPG now, except for The Witcher, except for CD Projekt Red. Xbox has them all of the big ones. They got Obsidian, they got Bethesda, they got NXile, they got, what else? I think it was the three biggest ones. They got them all. Like, who else? Right? Maybe some new studios will come up, but they bought all of the big Western RPG studios. So they got that locked. If they had a list of like, all right, we need to get all the genres locked down for Game Pass. All right, what do we need? What we got? Western RPG, Obsidian. Oh yeah, we got that one. What else we got Bethesda. We need all the. Okay, let's lock it down. So they bought they bought ZeniMax. All right, so we got all the Western RPGs locked down. What else we need? What else we got? You know, I think they're going through a list. Yo, get some. Look, this is my wish. Microsoft, if you're listening, you're probably not because my video is messing up and it looks like hot garbage. If Microsoft buys Sega, I will be very happy, and this is why. Because Sega has a ginormous library of arcade games. I want all of those. I want all those 80s arcade games. I want Outrun, Afterburner, freaking Space Harrier, Turbo Outrun, Thunderblade, Super Thunderblade, Galaxy Force 2, Afterburner 2. Actually, that's the one I played in the arcade. Just everything that Yu Suzuki did, right? Basic. That's all I really want. Power Drift, can't forget that. That's all I really want. You can put Radmobile. I think it was Radmobile. Yeah, Radmobile. You put that in there too. That's all I really want, right? And I'm like, yo, they could just like, boom, here you go, throw them all up on Game Pass. I'm like, thank you. And I'm like, yo, that's all I need, son. I'm good. That would be the only reason for, and you know, Fantasy Star. Man, go back and play Fantasy Star, the first one. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that because the dungeons, so even though the dungeons were beautiful 3D dungeons on the Sega Master System, was bonkers, I had to get the graph paper out and map them all out because there was no map in Phantasy Star. You had to do, I was like, woof, and everything looked the same. If you just went in there blind and just do, you get lost. You get lost. Yep. Anyway, that would be cool if they did that. They said they're not finished buying stuff, so if the rumor is that they were gonna buy a Polish company, whatever, studio, I think Bloober Team, is that the one that did I think they did the Flight Simulator, and they also did A Plague's Tale, right? I believe that, and they're also doing the Median, right? I think. If that's the case, then yes, buy them, definitely. Because Flight Simulator, I'm looking at Flight Sim, I'm like, yo, Flight Sim is crazy. It looks crazy nice. But who knows? Let's see if this. Yeah, nothing is working. I'm gonna close that. Maybe that'll fix some stuff. And I'm closing that. And nothing's working. That's all right. Let's see here. I'll put this over here. There we go. Legend says Call of Duty is not on Game Pass. One of the most popular games in the country is not on Game Pass. Overwatch is not on Game Pass. Two of the games I play more than any other game and spend more money on than even the price of Game Pass are not on Game Pass. Oops. See more. Because of that, even if I bought an Xbox S, I would not buy Game Pass. But here's the thing, Legend. I get your point, and you're right. Those are two giant games. But they're not all the games. Now that EA Play is on Game Pass, which is a big deal, then, I mean, it's kind of the budget EA Play, so you don't get the new stuff day and day. I think you do still get the 10-hour, for the new games, you get to play 10 hours or whatever, but you just get the back catalog and stuff. But even then, like, I think Madden 18 and 19 are in there right now. So if you want to play those, you can play them on Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? So it's worth the price, actually. Because my Game Pass, I have, like I said, until 2022. It was paid for last year when I played. I think I played 2 games or 3. Because I paid for 2 years, which is basically 2 games. And so it's already paid for because of the 2 games that I played. I would have bought Forza Horizon 2 and I would have bought Gears 5. And I didn't. I played them on Game Pass. And they got me because I ended up buying a DLC for Forza Horizon. And that's how they're making their money. They're making money with the sub and all of the little DLC stuff. They're making money off of that. And you get a discount. When you buy, if you have Game Pass and you buy a game, you get a discount. You get like a 20% discount. So it's it's 15 to 20. I don't remember. But it's like they're giving you no reason not to get it. And now they got Bethesda. They got Doom. They're going to have all the Dooms, all the Skyrims, all the Elder Scrolls, all the Fallouts, man. You know, all the other stuff that they have. You know, Evil Within. So many. Even, Deathloop, right? That's a Bethesda game, even though Sony bought a timed exclusivity of it. If there is a Deathloop again, or Deathloop 2, the sequel, whatever, that might be exclusive. Just saying, anything new that isn't already under contract has the possibility of being exclusives. And the name of the game, if you own it, then you can say, well, this is our game. You know, when Phil Spencer said, oh, I don't think it's right to have exclusive content only locked to your system, he was talking about third-party deals. He was talking about Sony buying those deals from Bungie for Destiny. That's what he was talking about specifically. And that's what he was referring to. And he's right. It's kind of, but that's, you know, whatever. They paid for it and they made a deal, and that's that. But if you own a studio, the owner is not obligated to give out free, you know, here you go, you can have it too. No. I'm sorry, Sony's not handing out, oh, here's Spider-Man for you now. They're not giving Microsoft Spider-Man to put on the Xbox, are they? No, they're not. So what's the difference? There's no difference. Stop crying, all right? Man up, get your little monies out, pay for Game Pass, play it on your Samsung TV, I think that's coming out, or your PC, or whatever, or buy an Xbox. I'm buying an S. I'm buying a Series S. I already said last week why I'm buying a Series S, but I'm buying a Series S, and I'm chill. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I'm waiting for that RDNA 3, man. That's right around the corner. Legend says, I got every Sega game you just said on my PlayStation Mini, every single one, and much, much more. Yeah, those are... The thing I've found with certain games, the emulation for them kind of suck. I have Afterburner on the Saturn. I have Power Drift on the Saturn, Japanese version. It's still the same thing. I have Galaxy Force on Saturn. I have all of those games on here in the Sega 3D collection. Space Harrier I have on the 32X. I have that on the Saturn as well. I have that on 360. I have them on multiple consoles. But I want it all, boom, on Game Pass so I can play them all, boom, when I want to play them together, back to back, or whatever. You know, it's more of a convenience. I mean, I can go, like, I try to emulate Power Drift on my PC. And they have not figured that out. Because I'm like, yo, this timing is all off. It's skipping, freaking too fast, too slow, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, this is horrible. I mean, come on, son. This is an old ass game running on a 68,000 freaking Motorola freaking chip, and they can't emulate it correctly. It's what it is like these new computer prices. These new computers are just too fast to run the stuff properly. Anyway, it's just the emulators messed up. Anyway, back to Bonds' point about the SSDs. Let's talk about that for a second, because it's important, because it's a part of us as gamers. You know, we're gonna fill up the SSD with the games. We need to figure out, you know, a pipeline to have our games. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I got my Xbox One my Xbox One X at the crib, inside the criblets, on my, you know, 4K 65-inch, and it's chilling. I was like, yeah, and I got a 1 terabyte, hard drive plugged into the back of it, and it's just like, yeah, boy. So I got 1 plus 1. I got 2 terabytes total, right? And it's fine, whatever. For that, but if I'm getting a Series S, so already I only got 512, which would probably be around 400, if I'm gonna be real. So that's not a lot. Now they're just saying that the price for the SSD for the X Series consoles is gonna be $219.99, $220, and I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, that's about right, because I look at the prices, and the prices for the M.2 fourth PCIe 4, that's what it is, 200 to 230, 240, you know? So it's like, okay, I mean, yeah. So if it's $10 more than the lowest, or $20 more, what the hell's going on here? Why? Okay, why is this not working? Why is this not working? Why is this not working? You can't see my face, but that's okay. Let me try to turn it off and turn it on again. Ugh. So I'm back. I'm back. Okay, it's not working. Oh well. You don't need to see. Whoa. You don't need to see me. Anyway. Yeah, my question is, why is it that, like, whenever I had an issue and I called Microsoft, boom, and they gave me, like, free stuff. Like, yeah, here's $10 or whatever for. Oh, I know what it was. I put in a gift card, and it went to Bridget's account instead of my account, which was the main account. I was like, yo, where did it? Oh, it went into my other account instead of other account. I want to know another account. Blah, blah, blah. And like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll fix that for us. So they fixed it. They just gave me They gave me the equivalent. I think it was like just a $10 card. And I was like, anything else? Like, no, thank you. So I got $10 for free, whatever. That's the only problem I had with them. But yeah, you got the wrong Game Pass. That sucks. Yeah, I believe you. I definitely believe something like that would happen. Not because it was you or anything, but sometimes, sometimes you feel like let me try to fix this. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes it works. I hope it works. It works. If not, then I'm gonna have to. It works. I should have tested this out before. Oh well. Oh well. I am a dummy face. I am back in the blaze. I am back. I am back. What the hell? Yeah, that is that's my settings. Okay, we gotta figure this out. Let's figure this out real quick. La la da. Maximum reference frames. What? Oh, I did pre-pass mode. Wait. Pre-pass is a secondary bitrate distribution pass that allows for better distribution of the bitrate within a sequence. However, the effects may vary from card to card. My graphics card is good. Bond says for the cheapest Xbox Series at $299, $220 for the terabyte, $20 for paying $640. Could you say you saw my Game Pass story? Yes, I did. I saw it. It says you don't need the 1 terabyte SSD. Game Pass is a fantastic service. Yeah, well, what I was saying, I don't know if you heard me or not. I don't know if you talked to anyone in person. Because I know that my experience with talking to them is that they're pretty cool as far as not wanting to please the customer. So I'm not too sure how you handled them, but I'm trying to figure out. It has to be my inner. Like I can do a speed test. Well, I don't need to do speed. I'll tell you what it is. It's about. Like right now with everything running, it's about 40 down and, I don't know, 11 or 12 up. Maybe 10. Let's just say 10 up. Before we got the internet fixed, quote unquote fixed, it was 24 down and 4 up. And that was fine. So it has to probably do with how they actually hooked up this new stuff to get us this new speed. And I think they're doing like a dual channel type of deal. You know what I mean? If that's the case, then I have to figure out settings. And I'll do that later. Because I have no idea how to do it right now. I mean, if the audio is going through but the video isn't, I don't know what that is. Is that... I I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, using Wi-Fi or Ethernet? Ethernet. I'm hardwired in. I'm hardwired. Yo, I don't think you understand what I had to go through to hardwire this bungalow. Because I'm in a separate building outside of the main house. I'm making it sound like I have a mansion. We got a really small house. But it's a separate building. This used to be a shed. It's a very well built. This shed is built like a house, basically. They use concrete block construction. I replaced the window and replaced the door. But, man, I got AC going. So it's like, bam. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to use this. So I ran a physical Cat 5. Not Cat 6, but that's fine because Cat 5 is, I'm not even past 100, so hello. So I just ran a Cat 5 through a conduit. And I buried the conduit underground. Boop, pops up, boom. So I'm wired in. Bond says, no, not here to downplay the products, just no. Yeah, the thing is, like, when I buy the Series S, I'm really buying it for any new game that comes out that I won't be able to play on the 1X. So I'm just I'm future-proofing, and the Series S is actually more powerful than the 1X. It just doesn't do native 4K rendering. It outputs a 4K as far as video, the graphics. Like if it's a 1440p, it'll upscale it and shoot it out at 4K. So if you have a 4K TV, it'll look good. It'll be fine, especially with the new ML rendering stuff they're doing. Opti says $120 for a year of games with Game Pass, or $140 plus taxes for $270 to retail games. You be the judge. That's another thing. That's another thing why I think a lot of these people out there are saying, these people out there, didn't right. A lot of people are saying that, they're just gonna I forgot to get Facebook back. They're just gonna do the whatchamacallit. They're gonna put it on everything, and you'll have the option, the cheaper option for Game Pass, or you can pay money for, the more expensive PlayStation version. So I was like, okay, I get that, but nah, I think it's Scloozies, man. Scloozies all the way, Scloozies all the way. That's what we do with Scloozies. Yeah, I'm still frozen. Kajir says it's probably alien screwing with your internet. I wish it was that. Bond says, I got the email from MS saying that they charge $9.99 from $4.99. Yeah. They upped the PC version. Because the $4.99 was... Because the Xbox version came out first, and it was $10. It was $10 right off the bat. And then they was like, we're going to try it out on PC. So it was $4.99 on PC to get people to kind of check it out. And then they bumping it up to the regular price. So you had an introductory price. Same thing with the Luna. I think it's the same. It's going to be... I think it's $9.99 now, but they'll probably jump it up to $15 when they jump off, or when it starts to get popular. Opti says Game Pass is the future of gaming. Sony's gonna have to come up with their own Game Pass in the future to compete, or else tons of people will migrate to Xbox and Game Pass. True. Bond says, to be honest, I am falling out of wanting to own games. That's true. Me too. I see it as another gated paywall every 30 days. Not really, because you can still buy the games and you get it at a discount. So think of it as you pay $15 a month, or whichever, $10 a month, for unlimited time to try out a game. If you really want to own it forever and ever digitally, you can buy it and get a discount. So like, I was thinking about this yesterday. I was like, wait a second. If I buy Cyberpunk physically, I'll have the disc, and I'll have all the good stuff that comes in the disc. That's fine. But then I would have to get the disc and then bring it to my other... Oh, no, you know what they did? Oh, they did announce this. I think it was like yesterday, too. They said that they'll let you preload physical games. So if you're going to go and buy Cyberpunk, you can preload it on your system so that you don't have to freaking, when you get home, and put it in and wait for it to download off the disc. So I was like, oh shoot. So if I preload Cyberpunk, all I need is the disc for the license, basically. It's the key. I might do that. I might still get the physical copy and just leave it. Oh no, but That's why I was gonna get it digital, because I'm getting the Series S and there's no Disney, so I have to get the digital copy of Cyberpunk. Yep. You know what they should do? They should be like, you buy the physical, right, and then you could get a digital version for, I don't know, $10. I don't know, whatever. That's probably not a good idea. Opti says $10 a month, son, cheaper than Netflix. Bond says you pay to use, not own. I'm okay with sitting this out. Yeah, but honestly, you only, when you buy a physical disc, you only own the disc. You don't own the data on the disc. So it's the same difference, except you're downloading it to a hard drive or SSD that you own. You don't own the technology of the hard drive. You just own the physical hard drive or SSD. Once again, you don't own the intellectual property. You don't own the actual, you own the privilege of playing the game, but you know, you can resell a disc. I mean, that's the only difference. You can resell the disc, but you don't own the actual, you know, I think it's a I'm gonna call it a misconception, but it's a perception that we've kind of clung to, as far as the physical capitalistical word. The word just escaped me. It was right on the tip of my tongue. But who cares? Cheaper than fast food, cheaper than dinner, cheaper than a blow-up doll, says Opti. Bond says, again, another monthly bill. Opti says, calm down, Bonds. Everything is a monthly bill. Opti says, your utilities, your phone, your cable, your health plan, your car insurance, etc. The thing that Microsoft is doing, which has been a rumor for a while, not a rumor, but a kind of a topic, not really. Well, anyway, they have taken the model of the iPhone, or any phone in general, but now when you go to buy a phone, right, you go and you pay $20, $25 a month, $30 a month, right, for the $1,200 phone, and you're fine with it, right? You're like, all right, 2 years, it's fine, or whatever it is. Not even, it's probably longer than that, but whatever. And you're fine with that, and that's what Microsoft is doing. Except they're giving you good. It's a good deal. I'm gonna just outright and buy it because it's not that expensive, but that's what Microsoft is doing for this, and it seems smart, especially now with the apocalypse and all that stuff. I know I say that every week, but still, you know, people don't have what they had. And even though, you know, we're fortunate, I'm fortunate that, you know, I still have a job. I'm still doing it. Even though my internet sucks right now. Even though it's better, but it sucks. It's such a strange time we live in. And, yeah, it's just, it's like, okay, so, you know, you got Netflix, you got Disney Plus, you got HBO Max, you got, what's the DC one? I don't even remember. They got all these, you know, Hulu. You got all these things. You got all these subs, right? But I think that Game Pass is one of the more valuable ones, because if you think about buying a video game versus buying, I mean, you get more, I would say you get more entertainment out of a video game versus a, I don't know, Blu-ray or something. So if you buy a 4K Blu-ray, it was like $25. You buy 3 4K Blu-rays, that's $75, right? Versus a new video game, which will be $70 now. You get more hours out of that one video game, presumably, than you do those 3 movies. You know, that's why video games aren't $25 like movies. And movies cost a lot of money to make. You know, those. You know, you look at you know, an Avengers movie, a Marvel movie. They cost way more than what a game actually costs to make, right? But it is funny. You think about, oh yeah, okay, you know, they spend $200 million or whatever on this movie. They don't spend $200 million on a freaking game to make the game. Nah, they don't do that. Maybe they should. You know, if they're gonna. I mean, Microsoft is making so much money off of Game Pass and subs. It's crazy. They just went from 10 million subs to 15 million in 5 months. Sony is losing that. They started it. It's so funny. They started with PS Now. It was bad when it started. Still bad. I mean, it's not as bad as it was, but that's not good enough. It's bad. Still bad compared to what Xbox is doing. Xbox is doing it right. And they passed them. Did Sony even reach 3 million? I don't think so. Last I heard, they were at like 2.2 million subs on PS Now. Xbox is at 15. They lost. If you want to talk about losers and winners, console war, blah, 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 Sony lost that. They lost the sub. They lost the sub war. So now all they got is exclusives. How long is that really gonna carry them until the next gen? Like, oh, we got God of War coming, and we got, Last of Us probably coming, or another Uncharted coming. What else we got? We got a lot of remasters coming out. Remakes. It's just, yeah, man. I'm looking at everything that Sony's doing, and then the whole Miles Morales. I was like, oh, really, Sony, really? Is this what we're doing right now? And I'm like, how are people like okay with how Sony's acting right now? How is it that people are okay with how Sony is treating them? That's my question. Opti says, Bond says that is exactly it, Opti, a new monthly sub. Opti says you are against a new monthly sub? Have fun paying $70 for the next gen game then. Bond says buying games pass. Oh, Bond says I have 300 games between Sony, Steam, GOG, Epic, and MS. Oh, you buy games on Epic Store too? Ugh. Yeah, I got Game Pass. I'm good. Now that they got all the RPGs that I could ever want, I'm good. I'm so happy. That, and this is generally, as an Xbox fan, yes, I'm happy. Or as leaning towards Xbox more than anything else, I'm happy because I don't believe in karma per se, but I use it all the time because it's the only way that I can convey what I feel. And that is, Sony has been dogging Microsoft all this gen, and for a good reason. Microsoft, they messed up, period, right? So yeah, they've been doing that, and also Sony has been coasting this gen. They were in the lead. They reached 10 million first, blah blah blah, and then when God of War and Uncharted 4 and all these games came out, Horizon, and that was a wrap, right? And then they coasted. From 2017 on, they coasted. Coasted. Ghost of Tsushima. That's alright. People are like, oh, this is a beautiful. I'm like, y'all, okay, relax. It's okay. It's not the most bestest game in the world. Y'all are overreacting now. Alright? Slow your roll, son. You acting like this is the best thing ever. No, it's not. Sorry. It's good, but come on, son. Let's be real now. And that's the hyperbole that happens on a fanboy level, but more so on the Sony cheerleading fanboy level. And I blame people like Hip Hop Gamer who have perpetuated that type of behavior. So, what are you gonna do? But I'm glad that Microsoft has been patient and calculated in what they have been doing, what they've been preparing for us as gamers and in general, right? And imagine this, and I've heard other people say this, but imagine this. Imagine if Sony bought ZeniMax. Sony bought Bethesda, right? What would happen? Sony would make all the games, everything exclusives. That's what Sony would do. And here I go again yelling at Alana Pierce because she said, oh, it's okay if Sony does it because we expect it from them. I said, what? I said, wait, what? Hold up. How? Okay, how is it okay if Sony does it because we expect them to be dickheads, but when Microsoft says, hey, we bought this with our hard-earned money, so, we're going to put it out on PCs. Everybody has a PC, right? Yeah. Excuse me. I remember a whole bunch of ponies talking about, oh, I don't need to buy Xbox now. I just get it on PC, right? There you go. So what's the problem? What's the problem? Just get it on PC. Flower. You know what I'm saying? So that's what she said that. I was like, oh, hell to the no. How the hell? And then I'm like, okay, is there really truly like a super hardcore Sony bias in this industry right now? Is that what's happening? Because Sony could do all these messed up things and everybody's like, why do you think I always compare Sony with Trump. With Trump followers, Trump supporters. They're like, yeah, that's Trump. He says stupid stuff all the time. Yeah, that's how he is. Oh yeah, Sony, they like the exclusives. They'll keep it. That's how they are. Yeah, we expect them to do that. Yeah. I'm like, wait, hold up. No. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? You want a healthy ecosystem in general for video games, you know, you gotta come with it. If the competition is stepping up to the plate with like blam, 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 megatons, home run, grand slams, and you sitting there coasting on your 10-speed like do with a half a flat tire. And now people are like, they're like, oh man, Sony's got to come back. So what's Sony gonna buy now? What's Sony gonna do in retaliation? Sony ain't got money for that. Sony paid for so many third-party deals ahead of this generation. They are broke. They are baroque. They're like the classical period where the music baroque. Yes. How do you spell it? B-R-O-Q-U-E? I don't know how to spell it. It's B-A-R, isn't it? Whatever. They ain't no money. They don't have that Xbox money. If you think they do, well, then you're wrong. I don't even want to say it a nice way. You know, they coming out with peripherals. They got the PlayStation, the PSVR version 2. I seen a picture of that. I think it was a real picture, or maybe it wasn't. They make cameras and stuff. Where's the Microsoft? Where's the Xbox camera? You know where it is? They don't have one. Because they're like, yo, we could save money and not make a new camera. And you can use any webcam on the Xbox. And that's the beauty. Sony's making proprietary crap that you have to buy if you want to mess with PlayStation VR. But I'm telling you, man, Sony is like, they're sliding down the hill. They're sliding down. They're like, zzz, and they the thing that they have are the exclusives. So there's a few choice exclusives that they still have that is keeping them afloat right now. If they didn't have those exclusives, they could kiss this generation goodbye. And I think that they're going to be hurting this generation. At first, it's going to be even. It's going to be pretty even, you know, these first couple months. But I'm telling you, as time goes on, I'm telling you, the exclusives, I will give until next holiday season, and then we could come back and look at the numbers and see what's going on. But I think it's going to be a slow kind of, you know, trickle where Xbox is pulling ahead. It's not going to be like a total like boom, oh man. But the news that Microsoft brought to the industry that galvanized the entire industry is earth-shaking in this industry. And you know, everything that's going on in the world is crazy, but it's still more than what Sony has done. As far as like oh shoot, people are still talking about it. It happened last week? I don't even remember when it happened. Yeah, it happened Monday. They dropping bombs on Mondays. Kajudo says Sony missed when they effed up Playroom. Those were fun times. I missed that app. They have Playroom. Yeah. They have the what's it called? The stupid robot game. So many boobies and other things I saw. They should have kept that. That would have been something that, I mean, they didn't want to do that because they got to protect the children and stuff. But you know. Sub-Z, what's up? Demon Souls 1440p 54 to 60 frames per second. I bet the Series S could do that. Thank you for the topic. I totally forgot about that because I had just watched that previously from doing the show. Yes, you're right. Digital Foundry did a video where I forgot which one of the dudes were. It wasn't the main dude. It wasn't led better. It was the other guy. Anyway, he said exactly what Subsy said. There are two modes in Demon Souls Remake. It's 1440p 60 or 4K 30. That's not how you go. That's not how you go into the next generation with performance mode or pretty mode. That's not. Sony is making so many. Sony is whiffing on all these pitches, son. It's so crazy that it's like it's kind of like a reverse of 2013. Remember 2013? Yo, it was freaking Xbox UK. They did a tweet where they said, "Hey, you know how you?" I'm gonna look it up because it was so funny. I was like, "Okay, you know what? They got it now." After that, I was like, "Okay, all right." I'm gonna just look it up so I can read it. I can't show you. Well, I mean, I could show you guys, but I'm super freezy. Where is my team? No, my team. Let's see. Where was it? I retweeted it or something. I've been doing a lot of retweeting. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh shoot, did that wrong. Did that wrong. So basically, it was I gotta freaking find it again. It was like, hey, how do you? Shit, it wasn't. You know how Sony did in 2013? They did the how do you share a game on the PlayStation? And then it says step one, and it gave Yoshida gave it to what's his name? It's like thanks. And then they said PlayStation. That was it. So this is what it was. I mean, I'm gonna switch the screen anyway, just in case. So it says UK. This is September 27th. Here's a thread on how you can upgrade games to Xbox Series X and X with smart delivery in a few easy steps. And then the next post right down there. This is a thread, right? And the next one is just buy the game, and it's got Leonardo DiCaprio in Django. He's drinking his I don't know, bourbon or whatever he's drinking. He's got that face. I was like, oh, that's exactly what they did. That's exactly what Sony did in 2013. Except we're at COVID time, so they did it on Twitter. And that's why I say karma's a bitch, ain't it? Karma is a motherflower bitch. Full checklist of how to unlock all the great advantages of smart delivery. Step 1, purchase your game once. Step 2, automatically get the best version of your Xbox of choice. Step 3, that's it, smiley face. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's so funny. Kajus says, I guess it depends on what side you on, because I truly see the industry kissing Microsoft's ass and trashing Sony. Nope. I mean, they're trashing Sony because Sony's doing stupid stuff right now, but they're not trashing them as hard as if the shoe were on the other foot and Microsoft was doing all this stuff. It would be over. It'd be Xbox done. Except now it should be Sony done, but it's not. People are still like, oh, PlayStation is good, or oh, PlayStation should get those games. I'm like, what? Are you what? No. Sony's not treating y'all nice. Why would you want to reward Sony for doing all the bad stuff? That's where I'm kind of headed to. It's not really about Xbox is better than PlayStation or Nintendo's better than Xbox. It's not really about that. It's about, oh, you acting stupid. I don't care who you are. Not good. Sony right now is acting stupid. Nintendo with that 3DS Mario hot garbage game. I'm like, what? $60 for this hot? Nah, sorry. But people are buying it because sheepies, I don't know. They just gotta. If Nintendo put out something, they gotta buy it. It's just it's like a disease. It's like they got the cat disease, the cat poop disease. What's that called? I totally forgot what it's called. Bond says to be correct, Sony Home. Oh, you know what? I think there's a place for a home type of equivalent thing, not like Second Life, but you know what I'm saying. If done right, so I've been playing Grounded, by the way. Still a good game. Subsidy. Actually, it's the opposite. Microsoft is Trump because the entire media is pro Sony. Huh? Actually, it's opposite. Microsoft is Trump because the entire media is pro. Oh, yeah. Well, in that respect, yes. But as far as behavior, Sony's Trump. Now, I understand what you're saying, Subsidy, though. Yeah, I agree with that. But I don't think about... I think of the video game media as something that exists but is not entirely important. Because we have Twitter. You know what I'm saying? We have Facebook, whatever. We have YouTube. On Twitter, you got Xbox UK, you got Xbox regular. And they can do all their own promotion that they need to. Oh, God. Did my internet just go out? Oh, my God. My internet just go out. My internet went out. Son of a bastard. Ah. Okay, it's back. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I got issues. Sorry. Hopefully I'm still piping through. I guess I'm back. It looks like I'm back. I don't. Kajita says anytime they trash Xbox, they say Sony too, then go into a rant on why Sony is bad and leave Xbox out. I see it more times than none. Microsoft still makes the camera. They sell it to scientists and stuff. Doctors. Oh, no. What they're doing now, I mean, I don't think they're still actually making that Kinect camera. I have one here, but I'm gonna use it for motion. But what they switched to was HoloLens more so than the Kinect stuff because it's more accurate, and it's it's AR. It's pretty cool. I do not engage with any argument about who is better at Sony or Xbox. They are equal to how I view their products. Yeah, no. But my whole thing was that's not important, because that's just opinion. But as far as what they're doing and is it consumer friendly? That's the whole thing. Like, oh, this purchase is not consumer friendly if they're gonna have all the exclusives. Like, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. When they bought Insomniac and got Spider-Man, the whole thing about the whole Spider-Man thing too is like, okay, I know Sony's making those movies and stuff, but why is Sony, the video game part of Sony, directly correlated and connected to the Sony movies thing, the studios? I'm like, it doesn't. Sony Pictures. I'm like, that's not the same. So I want Phil. Phil, if you're listening, I think that you should go to Disney, Marvel, and talk to them and say, hey, we want a Spider-Man. And I would say, you tell them, we want Spider-Gwen. If Xbox made an exclusive Spider-Gwen movie game for Xbox, Game Pass, and all that stuff, got permission from Marvel, so Sony can't say nothing, although I don't know how that would work. But if they did that and they worked that out somehow, that would be all right. I mean, I'm assuming that the game would be good, but I'm just saying that'd be cool, right? I'd be like, yeah, that'd be dope. And that way, Sony can't be like, oh, we got Spider-Man. But it would take so long to get to a Spider-Gwen game that Spider-Man's probably going to be played out by then. It's been like, yeah, we don't care about Spider-Man no more. We're on to the new stuff. God of War 3 or whatever it's called. Thanks, Moses. Thank you, Dave. Preach. Yeah, my stream is messed up. We got new internet, and it's new, all right. It's new. You don't even know how to stream, probably. That's how new it is. But yeah. So, yeah, I mean, what the hell? Jeez. What? Why did that go over there? You go. Wow. I broke everything. Anyway, from SSDs for the Megaton super dope crazy news that broke the internet, broke video games, is causing Sony major problems. I don't even know. I'm trying to think, right? How is Sony, not even how is Sony going to respond to what Microsoft is doing? I'm not even going to say, oh, they need to buy Konami. I'm hearing all these people, oh, they need to buy Konami or Capcom or blah, blah, blah. They need to buy 2K. I'm like, yeah, y'all are foolish. They don't have that money. They don't have that bank like Microsoft, son. They don't have that cash. And they spent a lot of cash already. They spent all that cash for I don't know, what was it for? You know what it is? I think it might be my frame rate. Let me try to. Is there a way to push the frame rate down? Oh, audio, no, output. Quality is undo balanced. My. It'll take a while, I guess, for it to catch up. What are we doing now? That's still 60 frames. I wanted to change that. Or does OBS automatically adjust to whatever your whatchamacallit is? I don't know. I'll do speed just to see what happens. Kajita says, it's a nope. You're in a Xbox bubble. I'm in a Sony bubble. Both of us are right. Yeah, that's what I was going to say, is that probably the stuff that you're watching is like Sony centric. So they kind of, yeah. Oh, it's okay for the caps. That's all good. I know sometimes you hit the caps locks. I do it all the time. Bond says they do have some slick marketing presentations, again, both companies. Yeah. Because you says the issue is Xbox is really desperate and passive aggressive. Don't like their play style. Really? Passive? I mean, I can see how you can say passive aggressive. Desperate? I don't think so. I think they're looking at the industry like what Netflix did when Blockbuster was booming, and Netflix was like, all right. And Netflix came up and closed down a whole. Netflix disrupted the home video rental industry so hard that they destroyed it. They utterly destroyed it. Now, I'm not saying that Game Pass is going to destroy physical media, but Game Pass getting big and blowing up, and also the correlation, not the correlation, but the actual, at the same time, prices of video games going up at the same time, that's not a good look. That's like, yeah, this antiquated way of doing video games, which is inconvenient and slower, it's more money now. It's like, what? Why? I mean, but that's just games. It's digital too. It's still going to be more expensive. So it's, you know what? They should be like, all right, digital is still the same, but physical is more. Then it's like, okay, now it's just a collector's thing. And then they can reduce the amount of physical discs, right? Because they can look at it and see the trends and say, okay, we only sell, 10% physical, so we don't need to make that many. So they can save money, still get that little change. But they're not going to do that. They're going to charge $70, whatever you buy. So it's crazy, man. But as far as the bubble thing, I've been watching these YouTube podcasts, which is I watch his name is Zaire, Next Gen 720, and his whole show. And a lot of the time there's some ponies on there, but like J-Dub and Post Up. Like Post Up is an Xbox guy, J-Dub is a PlayStation guy. And the thing about J-Dub is that he's a PlayStation guy, but he is clowning a lot of the time. So he's up there, he's saying, well, and he's lying, but he's doing it for just to have fun. And he's capping hard, but he still likes PlayStation more and stuff like that. But I can't believe I said stuff like that, but he still likes PlayStation more. And so, but he realizes, he'll break it down and be like, yo, this is the real, when it gets serious and stuff, like, yeah, but a lot of the time they're just cracking on each other and they're like, yeah, it's like Dozens basically, but with video games. I was like, okay, that's pretty funny. Like, why you doing that? We gonna blah 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 on the Xbox. And like, oh yeah, but y'all ain't got no games. And like, oh yeah, but y'all ain't got your broke FNs with the 1440p 60. What's up with Demon Souls? It's pretty funny. But the audio is very bad, so your ears will bleed. Subsy says, yeah, the stream quality is kind of horrible today. Twitch is barely playable. The Facebook video, I am at least getting audio. Yeah, I think it's me. I think it is me. Yeah, Facebook is like not working. I am sorry, but at least Twitch is working. I had YouTube open. I was like, is it? Let me look again. I was thinking if it is Restream. If it's on the Restream server side, then I have no recourse on that, because I got better internet. So it's like, I mean, how the hell? Yeah, 60 frames per second, key interval 2, streaming monitor. Let's see what it's doing. Real life analytics is currently not available. If you're great. Jesus. Yeah, no. Monitoring outgoing. Monitor outgoing. Yeah. Bit rate is there. Huh. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know, man. It might be Restream. I might have to. What I'm probably gonna do next week is actually, it's gonna suck, do individual streams on each thing, or I'll probably just do Twitch, or maybe I'll do Facebook. It sucks, man. It's so easy to just do one thing, but if it's gonna be sucky like this, then I gotta switch it up, So I gotta figure out a way to make this work better. So I might have to actually do a few different streams. That sucks. And maybe there's another multi-stream thing that's better than Restream. Anyway, at least you hear the audio, which is the most important. My face is ugly. You don't need to see me, but you hear me is better. Anyway, the whole situation of this generation has been galvanizing and interesting, more interesting than if it were just up to Sony. Because if you think about it, right, this whole year, pandemic or no, doesn't matter. Sony's been kind of like silent, sneaky. I mean, every move that they have made has been a bad one, except the last good move, I would say, is they bought Insomniac. But besides that, like the whole Final Fantasy 16, I'm like, okay. I don't think a lot of people care that much about it. There are Final Fantasy fans. I ain't gonna say there aren't, right? But honestly, I was looking at it, I was like, it don't even look like it. I'm gonna be real, no cap. That game looks like a PlayStation 4 game. And it's not that, oh, it's 4K, but it's not even that. It's just like the art style, it looks like a Final Fantasy game that we have played before, right? And I'm looking at it, I was like, okay, I kind of don't want to play that anyway, though. So, all right. Like, I'm interested in these games. Elder Scrolls 6. Because Skyrim was pretty dope. And now, here's the thing. That people aren't even saying or nothing. Nobody's saying nothing about it. Bethesda has been working on a new engine. They're not using that old Skyrim hot garbage Fallout 4 engine. They've moved to a new engine for the next gen. So I was like, oh. And I saw the screenshot of Starfield, and I was like, oh, that looks all right there, boy. So I was like, if that's like the engine, and they, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of interested right now. I'm kind of interested in with the new Skyrim, what a new Elder Scrolls would be. Fallout can kick rocks. I'm not interested. I mean, I'll always be like interested in to see if they can get me interested in a new Fallout game. For the most part, nah. When Fallout, like if Fallout 5 looked like the CG trailer for Left 4 Dead 3, State of Decay 3, I would be interested. I'd be like, okay, that looks all right there. Because my main problem was I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the way the ghoul people look. I don't like the way anything looks. It just doesn't look good. You know, I know it's a wasteland. It's supposed to be desolate. It just doesn't look good. Kaiju says, dude, F Spider-Man stuff. I ain't no Microsoft fan, but if they want to get comic fans making Miss Marvel game, she is the Spider-Man of this generation, in my opinion. Spider-Man's old news. Miss Marvel is the shit. True. I did like what I saw of Miss Marvel in the Avengers game, but I don't think the Avengers game is it. Yeah, I think that would be you know what? That's a good idea, Kaijudo. If Microsoft went after Miss Marvel, they say like everybody's like kind of like, yo, Miss Marvel's the best thing about the Avengers game, and they went to Marvel like, yo, can we get that Miss Marvel? Yo, exclusive, let's go, and do it just a whole Miss Marvel universe. How would they do that? Well, I guess I would have to read the comics. I haven't read any of Miss Marvel stuff, so, but that'd be dope. Plus, she's where is she from? Is she Indian or is she like Pakistani or something? Right? I don't remember, or I never knew. Subsea says, I don't like these 219 SSDs. They use NVMe 4. If they use NVMe 3, it would be half the price and it would still be pretty freaking fast. Yeah, but I think it's better that they're using what they are using, because it's bad to go into a new generation with anything old generation, because you're already behind. And the at the speed that the technology is moving in the PC market right now, they have to be at the cutting edge right off the bat. Already, they're kind of falling behind with the RDNA 2 stuff, because RDNA 3 is right around the corner. In 2 years, RDNA 3 is going to be it. And so that's why I'm not buying an X. I'm buying an S, because I'm like, I'll be out having an S for a couple of years, and then boom, that refresh is going to come up with that new RDNA stuff. And 1,000,000,000% Sony is going to have a PlayStation 5 Pro or whatever, the PlayStation 6, whatever, and it's going to be on RDNA 3. I will guarantee you this right now, because they'll be like, oh, shoot, we got left behind this time because we got caught with our pants down because Xbox Series X is way better than ours. I mean, that's the thing. You look at what Sony has done going into the PS5 generation. They messed up hard. They underestimated, and their box is underpowered, too hot, and too big. You see how big that freaking thing is? Come on, nobody's talking about how big the PlayStation 5 is. It's the biggest console in history. I think it is, actually. I ain't no cap. I think it is. Bond says, wait, are you saying Miss Marvel is the shit or the film was shit? No. Miss Marvel is not Captain Marvel. Miss Marvel is a different character, Bonds. She's the one who, I guess she grows. She grows a little bit. She has stretchy arms and has big. She's kind of like Plastic Man and Ant-Man put together. Plastic Man? Wow. They should get Plastic Man. But yo, Microsoft, get a Plastic Man game, son. I know it's DC, but still get Plastic Man. I'm waiting for you know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for the Plastic Man movie. Yo, Plastic Man used to be my jam, son. Back in the day, I was like, yo. He was like some old Maxwell Smart dude. I think the dude who did Maxwell Smart's voice did Plastic Man's voice. That's why he sounded like that. But I'm like, yo, give me some a Plastic Man game. It could be funny, because it was a funny show. It's supposed to be funny. It could be funny, and it could be fun, too, because he's Plastic Man. Come on, son, with Plastic Baby and whatever else. I can't remember all the characters. I just remember Plastic Man in his red suit and his sunglasses and stuff. It was crazy, son. Plastic Man. Come on, son. Dang, now you got me thinking about Plastic Man. And Plastic ain't even that, like, you know, like Rubber Man would be better, but Plastic Man, whatever. Plastic Man just flows better. Subsea says, Kaijudo, they already made a Miss Marvel game. It is called The Avengers. Nah. Kaijudo says, nah, I mean a standalone Miss Marvel, not the Avengers stuff. Her comic book is cool as standalone and very fun read. I gotta check that out though, because I did hear about that. Like, oh, and she's new. Is she the newest? Is she the newest? Whatchamacallit? Or not too sure. Yeah, my video's still up, but I gotta figure out what's going on with my stream. But anyway, Bond says Blockbuster passed up on buying the new company Netflix. Yeah, I remember that. Yep. Netflix was like, yo, buy us. Blockbuster was like, nah, son, we got this. And then they destroyed Blockbuster and Hollywood and everybody else. And so I'm like, there you go. So in this analogy, PlayStation Now is to Blockbuster as Game Pass is to Netflix. There you go. Bond says the new replacing the old. Opti says, dang, rip the stream. Yeah, I know. Sorry, guys. My unstable stream. How do I don't think there's anything on. All of them are messed up, so I can't do anything about it. Kai Judo says, bro, I don't watch pro Sony stuff. I'm just saying. I just a Sony fan. And when I hear Sony come up, I pay attention. I'm talking about Twitch shows. Oh, Twitch shows. Okay. Twitch shows I watch that seem to be pro Xbox. Oh. What shows are that? Because I watch a lot of I watch the YouTube stuff. So I watch the Digital Foundry stuff, which is kind of cool. I watch some of the pro Xbox guys because they have semi-reliable news and stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay, got some stuff going on. And they touch on PlayStation stuff too, but they're Xbox dudes or whatever. And then I try to watch the PlayStation stuff, like MBG, I think is MBG. Used to be an Xbox dude. Muscle Bound Gamer is what it stands for. He used to be an Xbox dude, but he switched sides. And he's really... I mean, he tries to make Sony be in a nice light, but I'm like, yeah, nobody cares about that, son. Everybody's talking about Bethesda and ZeniMax, and he's over here, yeah, the PlayStation hopefully has, hopefully, sometimes, and then I'm like, it's like nobody's caring about when you're there. Oh, no, I've not even watched, I don't even listen to VGL. Listen to VGL. I don't do that. What else? Well, out of the all game, I mean, I listen to Fred Rojas. He's still up there doing stuff. But his stuff is more less video game centric. It's still video game stuff, but they talk about other stuff too, so it's cool. Him and Trees Lounge. Andy and 42 Level 1. They're on YouTube, and I watch them sometimes because I like their accents. I mean, that's why I like the Lana Pierce in the beginning. I like an Australian accent, but when the words are bad, I'm just kidding. Hey, she's got her own opinion. That's fine. I'm just saying it's wrong. I'm just kidding. It's her opinion, and Microsoft does have all the money. But hey, I can't help but look at it's not hypocrisy, but it is the blatant disregard of equality. If Sony does this, then Xbox can do this as well, right? Without any repercussions. They should be saying, well, hey, Microsoft should make it all exclusive because Sony does it too. Not, oh, Sony is this way and they do it all the time, so we expect that, but we don't expect that from Microsoft, so they shouldn't do it. Like, what? No, that's not, no, that's not how that works. Just because y'all want it multi-plat, sorry. No. And so, when it comes down to it, there are going to be Starfield. Starfield is my new, like, oh, shoot, type of question mark, type of, oh, boy. I think I might going to like that. I look at Starfield as their attempt to be like a Star Citizen, but not like that crazy, but the closest thing I would say to like a Star Citizen type of game, right? FF15 so great. Oh, Opti says Final Fantasy 16 is pretty huge. SG, let's not downplay that. Final Fantasy 15 so great. Yes, that's true. Bonds says watch today, Black Panther, The Meg, and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom with the GF. Oh, nice. I like Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I liked it, even though it was like, I still like it. Everyone loves the Final Fantasy, and in North America, Europe, Japan. True. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that that was just me. And I what I do is I take JRPG. I take Final Fantasy, which is a JRPG, and I line it up with all of the RPGs. You know, it doesn't get a pass because it's JRPG. It is probably the best of the JRPGs. Yes, I'm not disputing that. But what I will say is that line it up with all the other upcoming RPGs, the Western RPGs. You have Cyberpunk. That's an RPG. Don't forget. Like, I would say just Cyberpunk alone is better than Final Fantasy 16 without playing any of them. I've seen both of them. I've seen more of Cyberpunk. Guess which one I'm definitely going to play and which one I could care less. Come on, son. There's more hype. Does Final Fantasy 16 have chairs and bags and jackets? Nope. I mean, it's probably further out too, but sorry about that. It's probably further out, but yeah. So you got Final Fantasy 16, Cyberpunk, Obsidian. Well, whatever Obsidian's working on, I don't know, Outer Worlds 2, Oblivion 6, Elder Scrolls 6, Fallout 5, and whatever Exile is doing, right? 2 of those games are multi-plat, which is Final Fantasy 6 and Cyberpunk. The rest of those are Xbox exclusives. Boom, son. Boom. And I would say that I would probably play all of those other ones before Final Fantasy 16 only because I've fallen off of JRPGs. I mean, it is a flavor. I'm not going to say it's an acquired taste. That's not right. But it is definitely a flavor, and I've fallen out of the flavor. Once I played, I'm going to tell you when it happened. Because I remember. Because I was like, yo, Phantasy Star all the way, boy. I loved it, right? I played Oblivion. Elder Scrolls 4. Oblivion. 4? 3. Whatever. Oblivion. On 360. That was the first game I played on my 360. Or second game. Only had 2. I had Graw and Oblivion. When I got a 360. Right? And I was in the dungeons and freaking Patrick Stewart was talking to me and there's rats and stuff. And I was like, whatever, okay. It's just freaking. And then I got out to the exit of the dungeon and the whole world opened up and the music played. And I was like, oh, snap. That was it. That was it. That's when I was like, Japan what? RPG what? That's when I forgot about JRPGs. I was like, oh, this is something else right here. And I started walking. I walked up a little hill and some trees and some grass. And the butterflies were flying around. I was like, hey, yo, this is... I was like, that was it, buddy. I'm done. Opti says, you don't want to play it. Millions would want to play it. Ish from Jersey. She American. You racist. Huh? Wait, who? Wait, what? Wait, what happened? You do that in the wrong chat? I don't know. But oh, she from Jersey. She American. I don't know who. You might be in the wrong chat. Doesn't matter. But that was it. That was Miss Marvel. I read Miss Marvel. No, I didn't mean that she was from India or Pakistan. I meant that was her background, her ethnic background, where her heritage comes from. Not from where she's from, Jersey or whatever. I knew she was American because she, I heard her and I think her dad was there talking. I was like, yeah, she's American. But I'm like, as far as her ethnic background, what is she, Indian American or whatever, So that's what I was talking about, as far as Miss Marvel goes. Not from... I said it wrong, basically. I said, oh, where is she from? India, blah, blah. Like a dumbass. Yes, I'm dumb. Not racist, just dumb, okay? There's a difference between my idiocy and racist. I'm not a racist. Definitely an idiot. But yes. I read Miss Marvel 1-5. Then I read some other stuff. She was in really great comics. Read Miss Marvel #1 classic, so effing good. God dog it. Now you gonna get me. Yeah, you gonna make me go get some Miss Marvels. Just to be like, what's going on? Anyway. RPGs. So